welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a follow-up of the brands that I wanted to try in 2018. I posted a video on January 1st, 2018 called Brands I Want to Try in 2018. Several YouTubers have done that, but Samantha Marsh is one of the ones that comes to mind as doing this several years in a row now. And I thought it would be fun to film a follow-up video to go over the brands that I wanted to try and talk about which ones I actually did try and which ones I did not, because there are some that I did and some that I did not. So I think this will be a fun video, and I'm actually going to go through the products that I tried from these brands and give mini reviews also. So there's like going to be little reviews there, which it's funny because a lot of the stuff I never ended up talking about on my channel for whatever reason. Oh, my battery's dying? Sweet. So the first brand that's on my list is Sigma, and I'm happy to report that I did try Sigma this year. Not only did I try them, this is actually the most exciting one because they reached out to me to be an affiliate with Sigma before I had tried anything from the brand. So I don't know if they saw that video or what it was, but that was so exciting and so amazing, and of course I said yes. So I am a Sigma affiliate, and they sent me a sort of welcome box of products to try. They sent me a bunch of stuff, but some of my favorites so far are, I love the Wicked Gel eyeliner. This is just a black gel eyeliner, and I'm not used to using eyeliners like this. I've only tried maybe like e.l.f. and Wet n Wild, I think. Does Wet n Wild have one? I know I've tried an e.l.f. one, and I just have never loved them, but this is so black and pigmented. It's amazing. They sent me a little eyeliner brush with it, and I've been using that to put eyeliner on my waterline. Like, I never thought I'd be using a brush to do that, but I do. I really like this liner. The brush is really nice as well. I will list everything that I talk about in the description box too with links, so you can check it out if you would like to. They also sent me the powder blush in Nymphaea, which is one that I specifically said in that video that I wanted to try, was the Nymphaea powder blush. This one's a little bit light for my skin tone, but it's really pretty, and I like the blush formula so far. I would love to try it in a little bit of a deeper color, but I do really enjoy this blush. And then they also sent me an eyeshadow palette, the Warm Neutrals Volume 2. So apparently there's a Volume 1. I haven't really seen it. I don't know what it looks like, but this is what this one looks like, and it's beautiful. I really love this, especially during the fall time. I wore this a lot. I feel like it just has those like warm, rich, beautiful tones, but it's not too warm toned leaning. It's still pretty neutral. It just has some warmer, more fall appropriate tones. And then this like beautiful Fool's Gold shade right here. This is a really nice palette. I love it. I kind of feel like I need to use it more now that I'm looking at it. It has a really good balance of mattes and shimmer shades, really pretty colors. I love this one, and I would definitely try more eyeshadow palettes from them as well. And then of course they sent me a bunch of brushes. The two that I could find, just being honest, I couldn't find them all, but the two that I could find are the Sweep F06, this really big fluffy powder brush, or blending brush. I usually use it to like set my eye primer, set my concealer on my eye with just like a matte cream colored, nude skin tone colored shade. I like this one for that. And then I also have the Diffused Crease E38, which is just a really nice soft, it's a soft crease brush, but it has a little bit of like resistance there. So I have been loving the brushes they sent me, and I cannot wait to buy more. The next Sigma purchase that I make will probably be more brushes because those really stood out to me as amazing. So that's awesome. I'm so glad I got to try Sigma. The next on my list was Bite Beauty. On my list I had the Agave Lip Balm, Mask, and Scrub, and I did try a sample of all three of those, and I didn't love them. Like, I didn't feel like they were anything special. I didn't feel like they felt that great on my lips. Like the balm especially, I didn't feel like it felt that great on my lips. I didn't feel like it was especially hydrating. I just didn't. And granted, they were foil packets, so that in itself is kind of annoying to work with. I mean, it's not convenient, so that could have been why I just didn't like it. I think they came with a Sephora birthday gift or something. But then I also have 3 sample products. I believe these are all deluxe size sample products from Bite Beauty. I have their Matte Cream Lip Crayon in Glacé. This is a really pretty, this is what I'm wearing today. I'm actually wearing two of these today. So this is a really pretty, super pigmented lip crayon. I really like the pigmentation on these. It's really impressive, and it feels so nice on the lips. It feels really comfortable, and I really like that about it. And then I have one of their lipsticks, and this is in the shade, yeah, this is their Amuse Bouche lipsticks in Chai. Very, very similar colors there. Those go together well. They're very similar formulas too. I honestly don't know what the difference is between the lipsticks and the lip crayons. They feel very creamy, both very pigmented, so to me they're kind of the same product, just in different shapes. And then I also have this Prismatic Multistick in the shade Pink Pearl. This one I haven't quite figured out yet. I'm not sure how you're supposed to use it. I mean, I think you're supposed to use it like eyes, lips, cheeks, that kind of thing. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. I would love to hear how you use these if you have these. It's very shimmery, it's pretty. It almost gives it almost looks like a peachy highlighter. I haven't mastered this one yet, but I did try that. I was really happy to try Huda Beauty, and if I were to buy anything else from them, I don't know that I would buy just like their regular lipsticks, because while they are really great, I don't think that they're that much better than stuff you can get at the drugstore, honestly, or like ColourPop, like the Luxe lipsticks. I love those, but I would consider buying, for example, they have like a zodiac collection where they have a different color for every zodiac sign, and they had a mini vault set with like minis of each lipstick. I would have totally got that if I wasn't trying to not overbuy makeup. I'm trying very hard not to do that right now, but if I wasn't, I would have considered that, because that would have been a fun thing to have. If there was like a set with a bunch of these lip crayons, maybe like 4 lip crayons in like nude wearable shades, I would consider that if it was a reasonable price. But I'm not gonna probably go out and buy individual full-size lip products just because I don't think they're that much better than the drugstore, but they are good and I like them. I love this one. Definitely gonna keep wearing it. Next on my list was Huda Beauty, and I watched my video, and in that video I said I hadn't technically tried Huda Beauty, but I had ordered their foundation. So I've tried her foundation now and I love it. It's very mattifying, so I'm not really wearing it in the winter, but I did love it, and it's very full coverage. I haven't worn it in quite a few months actually, but I really loved it when I first got it. I couldn't stop wearing it. And that was the only product from her that I tried for the longest time, but in the last month, 2 weeks really, when Sephora was doing their $20 off a purchase of $75, I think it was, I picked up this guy, and this is the Emerald Obsessions eyeshadow palette. And this is funny because I didn't even realize this until right now, but I actually haven't used this yet either. So I haven't actually used this on my eyes yet, but I've swatched it and it's beautiful. And oh my gosh, look at those colors, and look at how tiny and cute it is. Ow! I'm not gonna lie, I bought this palette after watching that video and reminding myself of the brands that I had wanted to try, and I realized, like, dude, she has these beautiful, tiny, affordable, colorful palettes, like right up your alley. Why have you not jumped on this yet? So that was why I picked out this one, and I love greens. I love greens so much, so I will be wearing this very soon. But yeah, so I did grab this one kind of after I had reminded myself, oh yeah, I wanted to try more from that brand. Next, woohoo, this is an exciting one, Juvia's Place. Yes, I tried Juvia's Place. I had their eyeshadow palettes and their blush palettes on my list, and I tried both. I absolutely am obsessed with this brand. I am in love with this brand. This brand is a new favorite brand for sure. Kind of knew it would be, but it really is, and it's just stunning. So this is the Magic palette by Juvia's Place. This is beautiful. As you can see, it's very colorful. It's almost a rainbow. I would consider this a rainbow palette, but it's just so much more than that too. Like, the quality across the board of Juvia's Place is outstanding. I also picked up the Douce palette. So this one, as you can see, very pretty color scheme. This was what drew me to it. Kind of a different, interesting color scheme, more pastels, but then you have a few deeper shades. And again, these shimmers or metallics, whatever you want to call them, are amazing. Like, unbelievable amazing. If I'm doing a look and I'm using a palette that I don't like the way my shimmer eyeshadow looks, I will grab one of these palettes because I know no matter what color it is, all of the metallics are outstanding in these. And I also got the Saharan 2. Here's what this one looks like. I have to give some credit to Nicole Renee Cutler for doing her like review video on Juvia's Place. That kind of helped me decide to buy this one. So beautiful. Oh, I love it. It's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. I also picked up 2 of their blush palettes, the Saharan Blush Volume 1 and Volume 2. Here is Volume 1. This is actually the deeper one. Here is Volume 2. A little bit lighter shades, but still pretty deep, and all of these look so good on my skin tone, like, just saying, but I love them. And then there's a few lighter, like this one could be a bronzer, these ones could be highlighters, and that's something I love in a face palette too, when there's multiple uses for the products. So I love these. They make really good eyeshadows too. I mean, you could get a bomb eyeshadow look with this palette. Look at that. Just think of the possibilities. Alright, so those are the ones I initially bought, and then they came to Ulta, which is amazing, and they released the Afrique palette, which I also bought. I created a really pretty look with all the neutral sort of brown shades in this palette because I'm not as crazy about the mattes. Like the blue and green and yellow in this palette were a little bit harder for me to work with, but the matte and again the shimmer, oh, amazing. So that's my thoughts on this one. This would actually be a really good palette for Christmas because you have like the greens and the red. Ooh, I'm getting ideas. So that's Juvia's Place. Huge thumbs up to Juvia's Place. I'm excited. I'm obsessed with them and I cannot wait to try more from them. So I'm so glad I got to try that in 2018. Next on my list was Kylie Cosmetics. I wanted to try some of her eyeshadows, lip kits, highlighters, and blushes. I didn't try anything from Kylie Cosmetics this year. Nothing really grabbed me. The one thing that I still have my eye on are the 2 eyeshadow palettes from the Stormy collection or whatever it was called when she had her daughter, and it was like the weather collection. Like those 2 palettes look really pretty. If I were to buy anything right now, that's probably what I would buy. I'm excited to see what she comes out with in 2019. Maybe she'll come out with something that catches my eye. It's just a lot of her releases, I feel like, even if they're amazing, are just so close to stuff I already have. But she did also come to Ulta this year, so maybe being at Ulta, I will feel more inclined to try. I would love to try her lip products too because they've been kind of a cult favorite for a while, so I want to try those and the eyeshadow palettes, but I have not done that yet. Next on my list is Dose of Colors. I had the Desi and Katie collection, which is not the Friendcation, but the other collection that they had. I guess it came out a year ago. I forgot it had been that long. And then I also had their liquid lips. So yes, I did try Dose of Colors. I did not try the Desi and Katie collection. I actually tried the other collaboration that they did with another YouTuber. It was I Love Sarah E, right? In that collection I grabbed 2 of the lippies and I grabbed the shade Frieza. Swatches here. There's that. And I grabbed the shade Aesthetic. I'm really impressed with these so far. I have to be honest, like I haven't been wearing them lately because they're not really winter shades, they're summer shades. So I don't find myself reaching for these right now, so I can't give a full review of these. But I bought them and I did try the brand and I don't hate it so far. So far I'm happy. Another thing I bought from the brand that I also don't have a full review on is one of these Block Party eyeshadows. And the reason I can't really do a full review on this is because it came to me shattered. It was very upsetting. Yeah, it's just basically a really big mess right now. And it was my fault. Like, I never bothered to call Ulta and have it replaced or anything. I'm sure they would have, but I was just, we were moving and everything was crazy and I just didn't do it. But the shade that I got is Teal Me More, and here's a swatch. Look at that, stunning. Oh my gosh. Got like a purple tint to it. What is that? Wow. So I tried a few products from Dose of Colors. I don't have a full review on the brand, but I did try those because those stood out to me. Yes, I tried that. I still really want to try their eyeshadow palettes. I really want to try their, like, the Marvelous Mauves and like that whole, there's a vault actually of all of those that I really wanted to get. And the Friendcation palette looks amazing too. There's a lot of stuff on my list still from Dose of Colors that I want to try, but so far so good with that brand. Next we have Violet Voss. Yay, another one that I tried, and interestingly enough, on here I have the Rainbow palette, hashtag Ride or Die, and her lashes. So the first thing I purchased from Violet Voss in 2018 was the Rainbow palette. It did not disappoint. Now, there are no matte shades in here, so it's a little bit interesting. It's hard to explain. I don't know how to explain it other than I don't feel like you can really get, I mean, you could get complete looks, but it's going to be more challenging to have looks that are tied together with 0 matte shades in this palette. But the shimmer shades are really outstanding. They're really good. So it's still worth it, in my opinion, to have this palette, even if there's no matte shades, even if you can't complete a complete look. You know what I mean. It's still worth it because they're just beautiful and I love it. I don't use it as much as I should, but it's really pretty, but I think it's just a really fun palette. And Rainbow. I didn't end up buying the hashtag palette because I was in Sephora and I swatched it and it didn't blow me away like I thought it would. The colors were a little bit lackluster, just not what I was expecting, not what I was hoping for, so I ended up passing on that one. But I did end up purchasing the Flamingo eyeshadow palette that came out in the summertime, and oh boy, this was not a disappointment. This is outstanding. This is stunning. I'm actually hoping to do a series, like a mini series where I create winter-ish looks with summer eyeshadow palettes. Let me know if you would like to see that, because I want to make sure that I'm using all of my makeup all the time, not just in the summer, and maybe give you guys some inspiration to do so also. So anyways, yeah, this palette is stunning, beautiful, and I loved it. I'm so glad I got this. The packaging is amazing. It's super fun, and again, the packaging on both of these is very sturdy, very substantial, so I like that. I also grabbed the Glamingo face palette. This came with the Flamingo release in the summer, and this has blushes, bronzers, and highlighters in it. And honestly, like, the bronzer here is pretty much a blush on me. It's a very odd shade for a bronzer when I put it on my skin, so I use it as a blush. These blushes are stunning, and the highlighters are beautiful too. They're not, all the shades don't work for me, so I end up usually mixing them, but they're really pretty, and so this is a really good palette too. Next on my list was Colored Rain. Unfortunately, I did not try anything from Colored Rain this year. I feel like I came pretty close, but I just never bit the bullet and did it, and they have some really cute smaller eyeshadow palettes that I still have my eye on also, so I'm definitely keeping that on the list for 2019, but I did not try anything from Colored Rain. Another brand I didn't try anything from is Jeffree Star. Similar to Kylie Cosmetics, I feel like, because you can only buy, well, I guess you can buy some of his stuff on the Morphe website, can't you? I keep forgetting that because I feel like you can only buy it on his website. But anyways, what I wanted to try from Jeffree Star was in the Androgyny eyeshadow palette, the Beauty Killer palette, Skin Frost, and Velour liquid lipsticks. And right now, I really want to try the Androgyny palette. I really want to try the new highlighter palette that he has just released, and I definitely still want to try the liquid lips. I think the velour ones would be more up my alley because I'm just kind of over the super matte liquid lipstick. But I don't know if I'll try his brand in 2019 because you can only buy it from his website, and I guess Morphe too, so maybe I'll consider that. But I'm just like a Sephora, Ulta, Target girl. Like, that's just who I am. I like to be able to buy multiple brands at a time, and I like to be able to use discounts, coupons, and points, and that kind of thing. So that's just how I am. So I feel like any brand where you have to go to the website to order from, it's always on my back burner. But I did it for Juvia's Place, so I can do it. I can do it. I just gotta like really focus on it, you know. But anyways, that one will also be moved to the 2019 list. The next brand on my list was Natasha Denona, and I wanted to try the Lila palette, and I did not try the Lila palette, but I did recently get myself, well, my husband got me an early Christmas present, and this is the Cranberry palette from Natasha Denona. Okay. Can I just tell you how it feels to hold this in my hand? Because it feels real good. Like, it just feels so nice. So much nicer than I thought it would. Looking at the packaging online, it's like clear plastic, and I just imagined it would feel kind of cheap, but it does not. It feels very nice, very, just so nice, so sturdy, and I'm just kind of like cradling it because it's very precious to me. But these are the shades. It is stunning. I've worn it a couple times now and already completely obsessed with it. So yeah. It was not cheap. This was, I believe, $54. I bought this one and the Huda one at the same time as an early Christmas present from my husband. So with that coupon that I mentioned, so that's kind of where I did. But again, I watched my video and I realized, oh my gosh, you really wanted to try Natasha Denona. Like, see if there's anything that they have out right now that you can afford that you want to try. And, you know, having tried this, I definitely would be interested in buying her bigger palettes, but I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. But yeah, I do really love this one so far. Definitely a luxury item, not a necessity, but I still love it. Okay, the last brand on my list was Pat McGrath, and I think I said in that video, like, this is kind of like a bonus. I might have even said that about Natasha Denona, but I know I said that about Pat McGrath, that this is like a bonus one that I'm probably not going to try, and even if I do, I might just keep this stuff on my vanity to look at it, never actually use it. Well, I didn't try Pat McGrath, but I still do want to. Definitely, I would say my desire to try her brand has increased a lot in 2018. I've just heard more hype, seen more awesome things that she's released. The eyeshadow palettes, the Mothership palettes look amazing. And her lipsticks, I really want to try. When the time is right, if the time is right, when I'm ready to buy makeup and one of her bundles of like the three, I think it was 3 mini lipsticks in a bundle, if that's available when I'm ready to buy makeup next time, I will definitely be buying that because I really do want to try her products. They are insanely expensive, and I'm kind of on a low buy in 2019. I haven't posted that video yet, but I'm not going to be buying nearly as much makeup. I'm really focusing on using what I have. So I still do have a list of brands I want to try. In fact, trying new brands is going to be one of my priorities when it comes to buying makeup. I'm not going to try to like buy from brands I've already tried. I'm going to try to limit, for example, ColourPop. I'm going to try to limit that type of thing. I'm just trying to be more conscious and more aware of what I'm spending my money on and also what I'm bringing into my collection. Anyways, that was a little bit of a tangent. But that's it. That was the last brand. So let's see. So out of 11 brands, I tried 7. So that's good. I did more than half. I did really good. But yeah, that's everything I have for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and let me know your thoughts. Are any of these brands your favorite? What brands would you like to try in 2019? What brands do you think I should try in 2019? That would be a good one too. I would love to know your recommendations as I'm still compiling my list. And make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. I have a lot of fun, exciting stuff coming in 2019. I'm very excited. So I hope that you will subscribe and join me for all of it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you all, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Bye.